All right, partners, we are back. And we got the full Datamines here for the Cheerleader banner. So, stats, of course, courtesy of Gengar and Tsukasa. Shout out to the homies. And we have some spoiler information regarding the Tempest Trial opponent that we're about to fight here. So, if you don't want to be spoiled, then shield your eyes now. But I'm going to go ahead and click it, so be warned. Alright, so this is going to be the new upcoming boss in the Tempest Trial. So, yeah, I mean, she's pretty cute. I don't know who she is. She seems like she's someone from the Book 7 stuff. Yeah, like her outfit looks kind of similar to Satyr and Hater, right? Yeah, she's got bubbles as well, so she's certainly related to them in some way. Maybe like a teenage Gulvig, huh? Her hair is kind of the similar. Remember, the plot twist in Book 7 was that everybody was Gulvig. So, yeah, like, she's Gulvig, he's Gulvig, I'm Gulvig. Are there any more Gulvigs I should be aware of? Well, here we go. So, yeah, nice special attack right there. And then finally, the injured artwork. Pretty cute pose there. The only reason I assume she is Gulvig or maybe related to Gulvig is the hair. Because I believe Gulvig had the same, like, the gray on top and then the orange tips on the bottom. I think. My memory might be a little blurry on that one, but yeah, so there we go for her. And then we also have her weapon and those sorts of effects here. So we can go ahead and take a look. All right, hold on. I saw them posted somewhere. Her weapon, her name, and like all that stuff. All right, here it is. All right, courtesy of Ree. So her name is Growa, future daughter. Satyr's daughter from the future. Oh, okay, so I guess that means she's Gulvig's daughter too? Because Satyr was Gulvig all along? So Gulvig's daughter, Satyr's daughter, Hater's daughter, everyone's daughter. That's who Growa is. She seeks help from the present Satyr to find her twin sister, Alvig. Okay. So her weapon is Growa. Enables Kanto Distant with a max of 3 and a min of 1. Accelerates special trigger. If unit acts, inflicts times grip on the closest foes and inflicts speed and res -7. Sabotage and exposure on the closest foes and foes in 2 spaces of those foes through their next action. Okay, wait a second. There's no way that she does times grip and it chains in 2 spaces, or does it? Times grip on the closest foes and inflicts speed and res -7, sabotage and exposure on the closest foes. Okay, so only the stat drop, the sabotage, and the exposure chains to the foes in 2 spaces. Times grip is only on the closest foe, which, I mean, there might be more than one depending on, like, what positioning looks like on the map. But times grip is the effect that ends the enemy's action. So if that were to chain to enemies in 2 spaces, that would just be stupid. All right, after Kanto, including cases where action is ended due to Kanto control, if unit has used an assist skill on the current turn, grants another action to unit and re-enables Kanto. Oh, wow. Grants all stats of 15 to unit. Unit deals plus 25 damage, including on AoEs, and reduce damage from foes' attacks by 15 during combat. And also, if unit initiates combat, unit can make a follow-up before the foe's next attack. Yeah, now this looks like an OC right here. Where were all of these effects when we got Jormungandr? Like, dude, Jormungandr felt like she had nothing besides a fodder B skill. Here we've got, like, everything we want from a unit like this. You got end turn annoyance. You get a bonus action off the assist. Re-enabling Kanto. True damage scaling on the AoE if you've got one. Alright, Growa looks very promising. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on now. We have the stats, of course, for the upcoming Cheerleader banner. So we'll start with the duo here. We have Corrin and Byleth. So they have 40 HP with a Bane, 47 attack, 48 speed with a boon, 41 defense, and then 27 res. The defense and res also have boons. Overall BST is 203, which I guess that's fine for infantry, but we have free-to-play units that score a lot higher than that. So, gonna have to do a little bit better on BST if you want to be arena-worthy right now. Now, as far as this unit goes, they're literally just Brave Byleth, but better. So, yeah, they have everything Brave Male Byleth did, but they're just amplifying it even more. So they have the guidance, not guidance, what would we call it? Professor's guidance support, where they give Valor to all types, and then they give you some true damage, true DR, some extra stats. They have the 3-range style, the most important thing that the male Brave Byleth had. They have literally his B skill, but better. What was his called again? Null Avoid or something like that? Avoidance? I can't remember exactly. Theirs is just straight up better. So, yeah, they seem like they're going to be a pretty good unit, honestly, all things considered. Are they a must-summon, though? I don't know about all that, but they do seem very good. All right, next up we have Ike. So, 43 HP with a Bane, 49 attack with a boon, 18 speed with a Bane, 49 defense, and 45 res. Yeah, they fine-tuned this guy with Rise Above in mind. So, he hits the 30 speed, and then they gave him patience out of the box as well. His BST is 204. Doesn't really fare all that much better than Byleth and Corrin. So, not really a unit you're going to use for Arena. I think he's going to be a good fodder pull. You can get Patience and Rise Above off of 1 Inherit from this guy, because the prerequisite for Patience is Quick Repost 3, which is very easy to come by. So, yeah, I think he's also going to be easier to get than Emblem Roy, too, because he's not on a triple color share banner. The banner doesn't have 12 overall featured units. So, if you want to stock up on Rise Above, now might be the time. But I'm sure we're going to get better ways to get Rise Above later. So, yeah, if you want to save your orbs, obviously, please do so. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to skip this banner entirely. All right, we have the gym teacher here. We've got Ectordeer. So, 50 HP, 49 attack with a boon, 16 speed with a Bane, 49 defense with a boon, and then 31 res. Overall, 195 BST. He is the demo on the banner, so that is definitely interesting. It feels like every time we get Ectordeer on a banner, a seasonal banner, he's always the demo. Like, why is that? Is it because he's the most popular male OC in the game, and they know people are going to summon for him, but Insys has a waifu bias, so God forbid they make him a 5-star. Why couldn't he be the 5-star exclusive and Tharja be the 4-star demote, huh? Why is that, Insys? All right, regardless of which, I think he seems pretty solid, and he actually has a good C skill for fodder because it has Omni Feud on it. I can't remember what it was again. What was it? Screech is the one that he's got. So, yeah, it's an okay inherit for your Beast-type units, giving them Omni Feud. He seems okay as a buffer. His weapon is pretty good. His special is not inheritable. I don't know why I thought it was going to be inheritable. It didn't seem like that outlandish of a special that it should be only locked to him. But it is pretty good, right? Like, it's definitely going to be a worthwhile special, and you could potentially get minus 14 to the enemy's attack and defense if he beats them on the checks. And then he's giving a lot of stat bonuses to allies. He gives Essence Drain Block. What was that called again? Drain Cancel. So, yeah, seems like an overall solid unit for a demote, keeping up the trend of these seasonal demotes just being really good for some reason. All right, and then finally we have Tharja here, who is, I mean, she's straight out of an anime. Like, look at her. They gave her an anime hairstyle. She's a cheerleader. Like, this is literally Fire Emblem's high school arc. So, we got 36 HP with a boon, 46 attack, 48 speed with a boon, 16 defense with a Bane, and then 47 res with a Bane. Overall BST is 193. Now, this Tharja just seems like an upgrade to the Attune Tharja. She can nullify the enemy's ability to use specials if she meets conditions, which shouldn't be that difficult to do. She's giving a lot of support, too, to allies, so I think she's actually going to be pretty good. But are you going to be willing to summon on the banner to get her? That's going to be completely up to you. There are definitely worthwhile things to get here, right? Like, Ike seems like he'll be a better version of Harmonic Ike, and he's just a really good fodder pull. The Byleth seems like a better version of the Brave Male Byleth, and did she have any crazy fodder? I can't remember. Her new B skill is, I mean, it's okay. I think you'd probably rather give her the Summer Sharena B skill, though. Definitely want to give her Instruct as well. And then over on Tharja, I can't remember what her fodder was, but she has a new Pulse C skill, I believe. As if we needed any more of those. But yeah, the banner's got value. I'm personally going to skip, but maybe you might think different. So yeah, there we go for the stats. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the Tempest Trial rewards here. So we're getting Summer Ivy as the Tempest Trial character. So not too shabby. She does have Soaring Guidance. The first copy of her that I got, I actually did fodder to get Soaring Guidance. So I do not currently have a copy of this Ivy, and it's really nice to just get her back after foddering her ages ago. So that'll be pretty cool. Lull Attack and Defense 1 as the Sacred Seal, and then Rouse Attack and Res 1 as the other Sacred Seal. The Lull Seal, I guess, is okay, but yeah, not all that interesting overall. And then finally, let's go ahead and take a look at the artwork. It's not going to be in peak quality because they didn't update the website, the Meet the Heroes. So yeah, we're just going to have to make do with these like kind of pixelated artworks. But here's Ike going first. His flag is a Grail flag, I believe. So that's like Commander Grail, or the Grail Mercenaries coat of arms, I guess. Which is pretty cool. I mean, I never thought I'd ever see what that looked like. So there we go. Oh, my boy is rocking the Air Force Ones. Are those? I can't tell. I know the Air Force Ones, like I can't remember if it was the ones or the twos that were the high tops. I think it was the twos, right? Okay, no, those are definitely not J's. Those are like slip-on running shoes. But in this artwork, the special artwork, they kind of, because the effect is like blocking the top. I couldn't tell. All right, imagine he had the Jumpman logo on there. In this case, the Jumpman would be Mario. Okay, so yeah, the Air Force Marios. Imagine that. All right, moving on to Tharja. All right, so there is the neutral artwork. All right, here we have the attacking artwork. Okay. All right, the special attack there. All right, then finally the injured artwork. Okay. All right, next up we got Dear Dude. With his clipboard. Here he is doing the same pose again, the front double bicep. All right, come on, man. You're making the rest of us look bad. All right, here he's running into action. Kind of look like Baki a little bit. All right, there we got the injured artwork. Okay. All right, next up we got the duo here. Corin, everyone is very happy about Corin because she looks very cute here. What is Byleth, though? She's like chopped liver. No one cares about Byleth. We're all like happy about Corin. Yeah, but look how cute she is there, cheering away in the background. All right, there is the special attack. All right, and then finally the injured artwork. I wish her button, the harmonic button, set up ice tiles along with the vine tiles. Because like mid-turn ice tiles off a button would be pretty helpful. But it's just the vine tiles, so doesn't really do much, unfortunately. All right, so yeah, there we go for the artwork, and I believe that's everything. Let's just do one quick refresh. Let's make sure we took a look at everything here. Yeah, the Ascended Joshua refined. They kind of built him similar to that Soth, because he has the Omni Feud, right? So, like, the Arcane Soth from the seasonal banner that has been making waves in Summoner Duels lately. Yeah, this is basically the build. Like, give him Take or Burst. That was the B skill. I don't know if you want Lookout Rush or if you'd rather go for Instruct on him. And then this guy's got Waylay, but the thing to give him is Rise Above, of course. And yeah, I believe that's everything. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about Growa? I think Growa looks pretty cute. So yeah, here we have Gulveig's haters and Satyr's daughter all in one. So let me know what you guys think. This is your boy Tacho signing out, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.